Hello and welcome to this week's Lol Esports Top 25 Power Rankings, where I'm going to rank my top 25 teams in Lol Esports. Understandably, only the LPL have played and Oceania started today, but Oceania is the worst minor region. So only the LPL teams are really affected in this, or we're really only going to discuss the LPL teams because no one else has played. There will be a little movement amongst those other teams as a result of the Chinese teams playing, but that is what it is. So you see on here, if you didn't watch last week's video, there are rankings on here. Those are from the Discord. I forgot to put down the group. 8 people participated, 10 last week. You can participate if you'd like. I made the thread already. It'll be done next Sunday, after the games are done Sunday. You can put your top 25 there. You can edit it as the week goes along, after games, change your opinion and things like that. And then next Sunday, I'll close it and tally it and use it for the power rankings. Of the 8, 6 are LEC folks, people from Europe or LEC fans. And then we have LPL and an LCK fan. So in terms of how this works, I didn't write down the first. Okay. First things first. The teams that received votes on the Discord that did not make it into their top 25: Ultra Prime, RNG, FPX, Fnatic, 100 Thieves, PSG, Astralis, OK Bro, and DRX. So all those teams, and actually ranked. Ultra Prime had the most votes that didn't make it, and then DRX the least. DRX and Bro only were on one ballot each. So those teams are out. In terms of first picks, so first place votes, JDG had 6 of 8, and then T1 and EDG had the others, in part because those two people are T1 and EDG fans, and that is what it is. But, it gets drowned out if there are enough participants. So we're going to go over my top 25, mention who is where for the Discord as we go along. So 25th, dropping 3 spots for me, are Ninja and Pajamas. So Nip have played 3 times already. The LPL schedule is weird. So Nip have played 3 times. They played today, beating LGD this morning, and they play Top Esports tomorrow morning. But yet Team We have only played 1 series, and we got to go over them eventually. So weird scheduling. They're 2-1, dropped 3 spots from 22nd. They beat IG as well, but lost to EDG. So losing to EDG, I'm not shocked by that. When push comes to shove, I do think EDG have a better roster. Beating IG was nice. I didn't mention it. IG and Thunder Talk are out of my top 25 that were in there last week. So Nip, doing work. Angel today kind of left a little bit on the table. I think I described it that exact way in the roundup. But he won. Fodic got the job done as well. And Invincible did okay into YSKM at times when they played IG. So, Nip are middle of the road. There are a lot of teams in the middle of the road after week 1 in the LPL. A lot of 1-1 teams, and etc. 24th, new to the power rankings, are Ultra Prime. A weird world we're living in. Ultra Prime are 2-0. They're tied for first in the LPL. However, they beat Anyone's Legend FPX, 2 teams that were in the bottom couple around Ultra Prime in spring. It is something to note that Ultra Prime are separating themselves from those other Cellar Dweller teams. But they play We tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. That's a team that's better than FPX and Anyone's Legend by quite a bit. In my opinion, Doggo and Sword Art have actually done a lot better than I expected off the rip. I wonder if there's some chemistry there. I think both PCS bot laner, so, maybe there's some chemistry there immediately. Sword Art stepping it up, maybe a little more comfortable after a couple years in discomfort. As far as everything else is concerned, though, Ultra Prime are they're just Ultra Prime 23rd, new to the power rankings, are Vitality. Vitality should have been in the power rankings last week probably, but I overlooked them. So they're in this week. They are who they are, right? Very good players on paper relative to their region. Photon's probably the best top laner. Bo is third best jungler. I have Elyoya and Yike ahead of him, off the rip. Mid lane Perks, middle of the road right now, and bot lane Upset is one of, if not the best AD carry in the LEC, and Kaiser is solid also. So Vitality just need to figure it out when push comes to shove. Discord had Golden Guardians 25th, Mad Lions 24th, Thunder Talk 23rd. 22nd, I have PSG. That's where FlyQuest is for the Discord. Like I said, we're not really going to discuss the teams they haven't played yet. There's nothing to really go over. 21st, I have Mad. That's where Ninja in Pajamas are for the Discord. 20th is 100 Thieves. That's where IG is located. So IG has not dropped out yet for them. IG and Thunder Talk have not dropped out for the Discord voters. 19th, KDF. By the way, these teams are moving up because Thunder Talk and IG dropped out. These teams move up. PSG, Mad Lions, 100 Thieves all moved up 3 spots. KDF moved up 2 to 19th. That's where C9 is located. Team We are 18th. They've moved up 2 spots, so we'll discuss them for a moment. That's where KDF is in the Discord voting. So, Team We beat anyone's legend. Oh, you can't see. I did a little clap. It's not impressive. I mean, Cube showed up, which is good because it was his first series with We. But, anyone's legend are not good. They've already made roster changes from that series. ZQE not in the lineup, even though I think he should be. But I digress. They won today, so whatever. A team with a good mid, a very good mid, a solid AD carry when he wants to be, a young jungler that's interesting and hang. I talked about him earlier today in the roundup. If you missed it, I do think Team We have some nice pieces. Similar to NIP, they're going to be in that middle range. We've got a couple teams. NIP, Up, We, IG, Thunder Talk, even RNG. They could all be in that group of teams. 17th is BDS. Vitality is here for the Discord. 16th is Sandbox. That's where the Discord has Team We. 15th is FlyQuest for me. That's where BDS is. 14th is, did I screw up? I think I screwed up my, 14th is probably supposed to be C9. That's where Sandbox is for the Discord. Then 13th is G2, which matches the Discord. 12th matches the Discord as well with HLE. All these teams, like I said, they didn't play, so there's nothing to really discuss here. This week, LCK will be playing, so there will be something of note to go over. We'll have week 1 to discuss and think about, and it'll be important to see if HLE can come and do way better than they did in spring, off the rip, right? In spring, Excluded was absolutely awful, and HLE became one of the bigger disappointments of the split, along with like Team Liquid, Vitality, and etc. KDF, another team that I wrote down from the LCK. A team that I think could make the top 6 in the LCK. I think a lot of people are doing it. Like, I feel like it's gotten to the point, actually, that it's went from the hot take to, like, the standard take. But I think KDF are pretty good. So, hopefully they can, start the split strong. Now, 11th is EDG. Our EDG, sorry. They're dropping 3 spots. Oh, not... wrong color. Ah, darn. My eraser is over there. So EDG are 11th. They went 1-1 this past week. They beat Nip, like I said, which is, I mean, a win, right? So congratulations. But lost to Top. So Top is a team that's in the wheelhouse, right? I talk about this all the time when I go over my power rankings, but if you're new here, when I consider the power rankings, I say to myself, let's say you're Nip and you have to play like JDG. What are our expectations? That JDG will win, right? So if JDG wins against Nip, I don't feel a certain type of way about it outside of, okay, this was expected. The manner in which you lose matters. If Nip were able to maybe push to 3 games, maybe they were competitive. That's a thing, right? So when you have two teams close to each other, now it's like, okay, these teams are showing their hand. Well, not their hand, but where they're at right now. And EDG showed they're not at Top Esports' level right now. Top beat them. So EDG are 11th, and that is what it is. 10th are OMG, who haven't moved at all. They went 1-1. Yeah. And this is where things get tough. So we're going to go OMG 10th, Weibo 9th. The Discord has Weibo 9th, Damwon Plus, D plus Kia 10th, Top Esports 11th. So, EDG lost to Top. They beat Nip. That's the weakest win. OMG beat Weibo. Why do you have Weibo above OMG? Weibo beat JDG. That's a big win. That's a win I really didn't expect, right? So that's sizable. And OMG lost to BLG. Weibo and OMG are coin flip teams. I'm splitting hairs, putting one 9th and one 10th. If somebody wants to argue, oh, it should be the other way, all the power to you. Get your quarter out and flip it every time they play, and that's actually going to tell you more. That's going to be a better read on who's going to win than anybody's opinion, honestly. I think that both those teams could give us a 10 out of 10 performance and a negative 10 out of 10. Like, they're that bad when they're bad. And Weibo and OMG, I mean, Weibo has a stronger win against JDG. So, Weibo beating JDG, OMG beating Weibo. It's like, but Weibo beat JDG, so doesn't that make... Yeah, but it's a mess. It's a damn mess, is what it is, okay? Because I'm not dropping JDG out. Just the early LPL season has been all over the place for these top teams. Actually, all the top teams have lost, right? Outside of BLG. And that's for a reason. Like, that's not because BLG are doing anything really impressive. 8th, the Discord has OMG. That's where I have D+. 7th, moving up 4 spots for me, are Top Esports, who are now 1-1. They beat EDG. That's where KT is for the Discord. They beat EDG, and somebody might say, okay, well, they beat them. How are they below Weibo, who beat JDG, the stronger win and such? The manner in which Top lost to LNG, Top should have beaten LNG. So, in my opinion, I have Top a lot closer to JDG, LNG, BLG than I do Weibo and OMG, just because in the manner in which Top lost, I thought they should have won. And sure, there is something to be said. Your record is what it is, and people like to reference standings sometimes, but if you want to reference standings, then there's no point in even watching a power rankings video. There's no point in saying one team should be ranked over the other. You should just look at the standings and say whatever you want to say. And not even actually say anything. Just say that's what the standings say. No opinion at all, because that's what standings are. So, in my opinion, Top beating EDG was solid. And losing to LNG, they probably should have won. And I think that matters. If Jackie Love and Mark can just be solid. Top are better with Wayward than they are with Ching Tian. So, I mean, Top Esports are a solid team. The next two, KT and Gen G. Discord has EDG 6th and Gen G 5th. Fourth, I have BLG and then LNG. So, BLG are 2-0. They beat OMG 2-0. Solid win. I mean, a very good win. Beat Rare Atom. I think they beat them 2-1. Excuse me. So that's a thing. But at the same time, are they at the level of LNG and JDG to me? No. LNG with Gala are not LNG from spring. I still think these teams are very, very talented. Discord has it the other way. I could see why. But right now, I still have LNG above BLG. And this is going to upset some people. But second is JDG for me. And this is a classic case of a team playing when another team isn't and losing a spot because of it. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. T1 first. So, let's go over something first. BLG beat OMG Rare Atom. LNG beat Top RNG, lost to JDG. Keep in mind they had to play RNG, JDG back-to-back days. So take that for what you will. I do think that matters. It's a new thing, this split for the Asia games. So LNG may have been a bit taxed. But beat Top, beat RNG. RNG is a win they needed, and it was going to be an emotional win for Gala. So that was a big deal. JDG beat LNG, lost to Weibo, came out flat against Weibo, and I'm going to ignore that a bit. Then they beat LNG, which is good. So by a bit, I mean I'm keeping them second. Now, T1 are first because they haven't played. That is the deal. Personally, right now, I'm trying to think of how I want to do the algo, or if I'm going to use it at all outside of minor regions. Minor region power rankings I am going to still attempt to do when I can. They just might be a little sporadic. Now, the way I'm viewing the algorithm with the LCK and LPL, I would almost put them even. And that's because the LPL keeps winning, LCK keeps producing more, but then again, at MSI, both LPL teams were in the finals. But at Worlds, 3 of the 4, yeah. Look at that, look at MSI, look at MSI the year before, look at Worlds the year before, look at MSI, look at Worlds. Oh, what's the deal here? So, when we look at the win-loss, LPL has the edge head-to-head. So I'm trying to determine how I want to do that. But, yeah, so T1 are first because they haven't played, essentially. They haven't lost yet. If they lose, they'll drop. If JDG just start steamrolling everybody and T1 are sloppy, maybe it'll swap back. We'll see what happens. But right now, that's how I have it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord if you want to participate in power rankings. Or the Hall of Fame voting. The 4th class vote is going on. I have 60 players on the ballot. And you pick 15. And then next week we take those 15 and we pick 6. And that will be the 4th class. So if you want to participate, do that. Become a YouTube member if you'd like. And I hope to see you again tomorrow.